Who dares trample on my domain? And let's go! I remember the dream I had. The one I dreamt while I was weak and dying. Now, I'm going to put a stop to the evil my own weakness on my deathbed created. And I will do so with the strength that everyone believes in. You can't say things like that. The Shogun cares more about dogs than he does about his people, after all. I was just doing what I thought was right. I thought the people are supposed to be kind and compassionate. No, it's okay. You didn't do anything wrong. It's wonderful you love animals so much. You have nothing to worry about. Nothing left to fret over. Don't give in to that nonsense. There's a reason they say everything in moderation. It doesn't matter how compassionate you being if your laws end up making your citizens unhappy. What you should be concerned with, Lord Totomi, is making the world a better for humans and animals alike. I know this sort of thing happens sometimes during the wars, but he is still just a child. Snip, so. What's wrong? Did someone say something mean to you? Stop that! You mustn't curl up and cry. You must be a child, but you're still the Shogun. You must hold your head high, no matter what you are going through or how much you might feel like crying. You must show everyone else that the great Shogun is right here. You must show that you're ready to face whatever lies ahead, bravely, no matter how young or how immature you may be. That is your job right now, Lord Iemitsu, and it's a very important job that only you can do. It's useless. He's much too sickly. How could a man like that possibly lead all of Japan? What am I supposed to do? What can I do? Oh God, I wish I could just run away from it all. You care that deeply about things that aren't your fault? Ah, what a kind man you are. A weak body leads to a weak spirit. A weak spirit leads to the weak body. You still have a lot of training to do. Go on then, pick up your practice sword, and I'll spar with you myself. This is all just a dream, of course. I know that. I know I am not really here for these future Tokugawa Shogun. But even so, he's not a bad person. He just always does whatever the retired Shogun wants. He's just Lord Ieyasu's son. Shut up! He's just a figurehead. Shut up! He's just there to carry on the Tokugawa's name. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't worry about them. Think about it. If you really care about is your father, then that means you are less encumbering than anyone else. It means you are freer than anyone else. Lord Hidedaya, I know you're a great man, every bit the Shogun Lord Ieyasu was. There is nothing to be gained by comparing yourself to him. Besides, you did something Lord Ieyasu never thought to. You designated the greatest wet nurse in Japan to raise your son, the greatest Shogun in history of Japan. He doesn't care about his people or his country. All care about his gaming pieces. What's wrong with pursuing your interests to their fullest? As the Shogun, you're the most powerful man in the land. Why would you be forced to waste your time thinking about it if you don't want to? What in the world are you saying? No self-respected Shogun will never ignore his country in the favor of his hobbies. From now on, you're gonna play no more than 2 hours of shogi per day. If you cannot stick to that, I'll hide your shogi board myself. All that comes out of this mouth is yes, that I would do. It's no wonder that the poor Mizu Tadaki is running around doing whatever he pleases, with the Lord's doormat in charge of the country. This is terrifying. My teeth won't stop chattering. Why does it all have to happen during my reign? Why do those horrible black chiefs have to show up on our shores now? Oh my, you're shuddering, you poor thing. The Shogun's job is to keep Japan safe. If it's exactly when a foreign ship appears that his true worth is tested. What do you think quackling your boots will achieve? You must stand up and fight. If you know you cannot win this fight, then rack up your brains until you think of a plan. This may be an age where wars are settled with money and trades rather than sword and spear, but the principle remains the same. If the Shogun does not stand up and fight for Japan, then who will? I know they say great heroes are fond of pleasure of the flesh, but that many concubine, it's no wonder some people think he's a maniac. You haven't done anything wrong. Children are power. Having many of them is far better than letting your bloodline die. That may be true, but only up to a certain point. Having too many children leads to feuds and power struggles. There are few things sadder than discord between siblings. Besides, it is not as though just anyone is suited to be a concubine. You can't just go around laying your hands on any other woman in the Ooku that catches your eye. If you keep appointing new concubines from the attendants, who have just begun getting used to their jobs, how are the other 10 supposed to get anything done? From now on, I will make sure to only show you women who have a proper upbringing and are ready to be concubines. If there's anyone who catches your eye, all you have to do is let me know. Yes, in the end, this is only all a dream. But even so, I feel better now. This is just what I need to reaffirm who I am. That's right, I am the woman of principle, whom everyone thinks of when they think of the Ooku. We are essentially one and the same. That is who I am. Nothing more that can change that. So take a look, beast. Listen very closely. Feel it for yourself. Kusuga no Tatsubon is always the Ooku, and the Ooku is always home to the Kusuga no Tatsubon. It is an undisputable fact, and you know it. Yet you would still try to insist that this is your universe. Don't make me laugh. Isn't that a floor? What's happening to my universe? Don't be ridiculous. Something like your universe wouldn't have no place down here in the underground. This is the Ooku. My Ooku. How did you get in here? Out of my way, you little pest. You're gonna mess up my gravity and oxygen settings. That is right. Once again, I will admit you are correct. Humans are not made to survive in the void, so our only choice is to deny that this is the void. And once your definition of this place becomes unstable, it gives us more options to play with. Renasleet, I added magical energy-based thrusters to your mystic code, therefore keeping you upright, not for moving around. Ah. It would be nice if I can zoom around space with these thrusters on. I also formed a light preservation zone around your head, so you wouldn't have any trouble breathing. Ah, nice. Thank you, Sion. Thanks, Sion. What do you think you're doing? Wipe that smile off your face. True, if a human were to find themselves floating on a unfathomably vast, cold, dark reaches of space, they would certainly panic in the face of something so alien. But if we know what we're up against, that is a different story. After all, knowledge and understanding are mankind's two greatest weapons. As long as we have time to prepare, we can think of as many ways to fight back as there are stars in the sky. That is said, humans can only see up to 4,000 of stars with the naked eye. But that is more than enough for a lazy, apathetic beast like you. We might not be able to cover the entire universe, but as long as we have the light, gravity, and a solid place to stand, that is more than enough. Indeed, with that unsettling floating sensation gone, I no longer fear for my life, and I can fight once again. I promise you that, if nothing else, I will keep this floor around no matter what. Go whatever you want! Forward, backward, left, right. It doesn't matter. I'll just make more floors. I am so sorry to bust your bubble, but stop and think a moment. How is this any different when I gave you a floor out of the goodness of my heart when you first showed up? Do you not realize your situation hasn't actually improved at all? You've just gone back to the way things were before. There are still more than enough of us to fill the whole universe. And your master Tokugawa vacation hasn't gone away at all. You're only just holding it back by cranking up the output of your anti-Tokugawa bear further than it should go, right? I wonder how long will it last against my infinite depravity. Honestly, it's just a matter of time until it falls apart. Do you actually think you could win just by setting things back to how they were 5 minutes ago? What a joke! This is the most idiotic thing I ever... Cough. Then allow me to provide them with another trusty blade. Wait, you're betraying her now? Oh, well, how unexpected. This should be good. Nobutsuna, what do you think you're doing here? Move yourself from my Ooku right this instant. Forgive me, Lady Kasuga. What about this? You may not be aware of it, but you actually owe me a favor. If you're willing to permit me to stand here, I will consider your favor repaid. Me owe you a favor? If anyone owes me anything here, it is for you for your treachery in betraying. Lady Kasuga, it was Monk Tenkai and I who rescued your soul. What? You know, I did wonder why Kasuga no Totemon's soul was the only one left in the void. You're saying you're the one who put it in there? Cough, I am. When Monk Tenkai realized that Lord Ieyasu has been abducted, and that the Tokugawa's name itself was facing an existential threat, he came to see me right away. Once we learned that the Ooku was the locus of this situation, we just barely managed to have one person escape. The one we both deemed essential to resolving this situation. I speak, of course, of you, Lady Kasuga. I believe the reason you were able to preserve yourself in soul form and manipulate your soul energy right now may be due to the protection spell Late Tenkai cast when we save you. What? If that's true, then why were you working with the Beast Woman up to now? Why else? To protect Tokugawa. Wait, what? It's quite simple. You said it yourself not long ago, Lady Kasuga. We must do what is right for the Tokugawa, no matter the cost to ourselves. For example, if Lord Ieyasu were to pass away before me, I would not commit seppuku just to join him. Regardless of the dishonor it would bring me, I would continue to support the Tokugawa name by serving the next shogun, even though it's not really the right shogun. Because of this is what I believe I must do. Similarly, I believe I would best protect the Tokugawa by staying alive until now. Even if it meant I would be branded a traitor. Well, why did you say so sooner? I had no idea that is what you're up to. I would have cut Kama down from behind, but it did not seem as though that would kill her. So my only choice was to have Lord Tenkai help me provide a less direct form of assistance. What? Why is he coughing up so much blood? No way! Did he really? Sion. A less direct form of assistance? Those Hanabufa cards give an identical reading to the Ooku, like they're made of part of the Ooku. And this Ooku is made from the energy of human bodies and souls. In which case, it would not be all surprising if those Hanabufa cards were made from someone's body. Wait a minute, don't tell me that he is coughing up blood because all his organs or any internal organs he had were used to make those cards? I can scarcely imagine what becomes of my insides. Though, I suppose I could find out if I were to cut open my stomach. I'd rather you wouldn't. I'd rather you don't do that. At any rate, there is still one more thing. Huh? It looks like as though the car's black box are activated at once, and they are now running a backdoor program. Let me see what their effects are. Changing their temperament? No. They reveal what is right there. Now just wait a damn minute. I didn't plan for this. This should be a right time and place to admit this. I am Batsuhiro Ida no Kame Nobutsuna. I am the man who utterly robbed the Tokugawa family from their reputation and significance. My actions to date should prove as much. In order to protect the Tokugawa, I completely betrayed their trust in me. So there's a handful of... So these Hanabufa cards are made of the same energy used to construct the Ooku. And they are part of your body? And now they have taken on a whole new meaning. Shogun, Yutsunori pillbox contain outward-facing powers, but these cards contain inward-facing powers. Which means they can be used to neutralize Venice State's Tokugawa vivification. Then, it best to use them. But what about that samurai? These cards are made from his own body, right? If you use them up, that means he goes bye-bye. Don't worry about me. I would never have done this if it were ready to give up my life. Besides, I doubt you have any other choice. Thank you. I promise we'll make good use of them. Everyone, please give Master all the Hanabufa cards you have collected. I guess this means Kira's advice to collect these cards turned out to be the right call after all. Nice. And look at that. Okay, Tokugawa gauge. The Tokugawa gauge shows the severity of your Tokugawa. As you choose easy routes, use the skills to the other. Your Tokugawa progress is field. The more severe your Tokugawa, the more powerful the Kama becomes. Ooku Hanafuda. Ooku Hanafuda have the power to reverse your Tokugawa. Your Tokugawa gauge will deplete as you exchange items in the Ooku Hanafuda on the tab of the event grade, okay? At least we know what the other gauge is now. So let us fix that.
喜んでもらえるかどうかを思いながら品物を用意するの胸が弾みます。この子の性格集めておいた甲斐がありましたね、マスター。
Okay, now we can have a little easier fight with her now. Because I'm not playing games here.